From a player to head coach, 2 jerseys, same team. Frank Reich will go from throwing the touchdowns to hopefully, calling the touchdown plays.
A lot of them, we hope. Today, the Carolina Panthers officially introduced him as the head coach. From playing here to raising a family and now coaching, North Carolina has always been home, making this latest chapter for him pretty sweet.
When we were looking at, hey, where's home base going to be long term? It was the Carolinas. It's always been the Carolinas for Linda and I. We've been, like I said, we've been married a long time. And when we started talking about where do we want home base to be, we just fell in love with this area, with this city. And so this has always been part of the master plan. And then to think I get to come back and do it as the head coach, that's insane to me. So let's go.
Let's go indeed. Frank Reich's career has sent him all over the league. He was a college backup quarterback in Maryland before being drafted by the Buffalo Bills in 1985. He was a 57th overall pick, by the way. Stayed in Buffalo for 10 years before signing with the Panthers during their first year as a franchise. Reich started for 3 games, famously throwing the team's first touchdown pass. For him, some of his favorite Panthers memories were those bus rides.
We didn't play here, we played in Clemson, so one of the memories is the bus rides. You know, it's the camaraderie of the players, right? Your teammates, you know, we're on these long, you know, we got home games that we're busing to that are, you know, several hours away, and then traffic coming out of Clemson was, you know, always a little bit slow, even with an escort.
His playing career ended in 1998 after one final year in Detroit. He took some time away for the game before returning as a coaching intern with the Indianapolis Colts. He then moved up into different position coach jobs with the Colts and around the league. A 2018 Super Bowl win as the Eagles' offensive coordinator led to his first head coaching job with the Colts. He was there until just a few months ago, getting fired in November.
Well, Reich didn't spend much time unemployed between these last coaching jobs, but he did stay busy. Just a few weeks after losing the head job in Indy, he was back in town for the Not Today Foundation. That's a charity to stop child sex trafficking. It was started by his wife, and at that point, he reflected on where things stood with his coaching career.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, there's an aspect you go through a couple weeks where, you know, you're emotionally so invested that, you know, it's hard. You love the team, you love the guys, the coaches, the whole deal, right? So, you know, when things like that happen, it's never fun. There's nothing fun about it, but you also stay optimistic and positive. And, you know, you're in this business for as long as I've been in it. You have a few ups and downs, and you'll always see that sometimes it always seems to work out. And that's just been our experience. And still pulling hard for the guys. I mean, love the guys, love the team, and want all the best and wish nothing but the best. But it's been more just kind of reconnecting with family and kind of decompressing a little bit. You know, taking a lot of notes, you know, like, hey, what have I learned? You know, what have I learned over the past 4.5 years as a head coach?
Time to bring what he learned right here to us. Starting into his new job, he's going to talk with the players and all the Panther staff soon. He says there are 3 things you need to know about being part of his team and being successful.
The first is a relentless pursuit to get better every day. We got to have a relentless pursuit to get better every day. Nothing can ever get in the way of that. The second one is that excellence comes through competition. We're going to compete in everything we do. In meetings, in the weight room, on the practice field, that's the way you get to be the best. You have to compete against one another and bring out the best. And then, of course, we'll enjoy competing against the opponents. Lastly, it's going to be about the team. The team, the team, the team. We will celebrate. We got great individual players. They'll hit many individual milestones and goals, and we'll celebrate all those. But the team always comes first.
So how did we get to today and another new coach being introduced? Well, the Panthers have been chasing the success they saw back in 2016 when they went to Super Bowl 50. Ron Rivera, you'll remember, won Coach of the Year that year. But the next 4 years, they were a struggle. The team only made it back to the playoffs once in 2017. By 2019, it seemed to be time for a change. Rivera was fired and Matt Rule came in. His 2.5 seasons were filled with quarterback issues, never seeming to find an offensive leader. After a 17-33 career record with the team, he was fired halfway through the season. Of course, Steve Wilkes revitalized the team, going 6-6 during his time as interim coach, but the team and David Tepper tapped Reich to take over permanently. Wilkes said he was disappointed but not defeated by that decision.
We've heard about Coach Frank Reich, but who is he off the football field? Well, he's a big family guy, someone who says he's grateful to have all his daughters and grandkids now living in the same state. He says he's also excited for his son-in-laws who finally get to cheer for their favorite team.
When they met our daughters, I had to tell them to put they're all from North Carolina, so they all had their Panthers gear. Of course, when you're with other teams, you had to tell them to put that all in the back of the closet. Well, now I told them you can bring that Panthers gear, put it in the front of the closet.
When it comes to pregame rituals and a video posted to the Panthers Twitter, Reich says he's going to listen to Christian music ahead of the games, trying to keep calm. If he's celebrating after a win, his playlist is full of classic rock, lots of Boston, Aerosmith, and Kiss. When it comes to his favorite movies, he'll put on an action flick, scenes like Rocky, the Jason Bourne movies, Mission Impossible, James Bond, all some of his favorites. At the end of the day, Reich says, by building an excellent team, fans will finally have something to cheer for again.
Yeah, and as we head to break, here is what he hopes to bring to Bank of America Stadium.
There's nothing like seeing a football stadium rocking. When a team is having success and when we're giving the community reasons to be excited about, it'll be a special time to be in that stadium and to be walking around the city wearing the Panthers logo.